Hello, it is me. It is I, CC in the UP. Like and subscribe. And now there's also share. If you're my age, you remember share, Sonny and Cher. And the beat goes on. You can be younger and remember share as well. How are ya? I have some new subscribers. You guys are freaking awesome and amazing. There are younger people who are giving me all kinds of attention and compliments. I love you too. There are people, women of my age. There are some gentlemen from different places. I think this is awesome. You know, I'm 60 years old. I'm in this whole new place where I really don't know anybody. And I'm trying to build a different life for myself where I'm going after what's important to me without worrying about what other people think about it. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And if you're not 60, if you're much younger than 60, there's nothing wrong with it. I just wish I would have known that I didn't have to grind, as the kids say. Like, I didn't have to grind every day with my job and my this and my that. And, I could have just done what I wanted to do. So I'm going to do it now. I'm going to do it now. The woman who has been super kind and telling me that I'm really doing the right things for the right reasons, I'm grateful for you. Thank you for that. And I don't know how or how long I have to check again because my brain does not remember, but I know I have to have X amount of subscribers before I can go live, but I don't know how important live is. Although I think what live will do for me is that I can be, I can see your comments in real time. And I think that would be a blast because I have a goofy sense of humor and it would just be fun to talk about some stuff. So, I'm not here to impart wisdom. I'm not here to tell you who you should be in the world. I'm really here just to build community. I know that there are people who are, above a certain age, maybe not above a certain age, but maybe just kind of on their own and like looking for real community. And I want that to be this. I want it to be a complimentary place where people can come and just not have to have any pretense, come as you are and hang out, right? Just hang out and I don't know, maybe we can do popcorn PJ Saturday. That sounds silly, but we can watch movies, if we're allowed to do that on YouTube. Anyway, here's what I want to talk to you about. I have run into kind of a wall with having too many things. I mentioned this before. And I know that a couple of you wonderful people have had suggestions and comments. One person told me, maybe don't worry so much about it, which I'm not worried. I thought I was concerned about leaving too many things for somebody else if, when it's my time, when I have to take the big dirt nap, having to leave a bunch of stuff, but I won't be here anymore. So why would I care? Why should I care now? I don't really. But what is troubling me is that I have too much stuff to a degree that I don't always want to part with things. Even, here's a for instance. So I have a one of those tear off a page calendars that I got. It's a Far Side calendar. I thought I was going to give it away to somebody as a winter holiday gift, but I ended up keeping it. And, I had to cut out the cartoon that was on the front of the cardboard for the box that the calendar was in. Why? Why? I mean, why? Right? But this is kind of my way. I grow these attachments to things, or I think that things are important. And whether they are or not, you can only have so much stuff. Someone once told me, Cece, your whole world is like a hippie garage sale. And while I kind of find that enamoring and charming and whimsical, I also find that I can't find what I'm looking for, and I'm really disorganized when I feel like it's contributing to me having a cluttered mind. Um, and I think a lot of it goes back to wanting attachment to people. That's been a struggle for me sometimes. There's so many new describers for things in the world. I suppose I would be called an introverted extrovert, right? I'm kind of awkward with groups of people, but I'm also um, able to step up and be graceful and part of, I also like being a solo and kind of quiet. So anyhow, because of the lack of attachments, I didn't have too many attachments when I was little to people. I find that I get attached to things. I think that's what's happened. And having a lot of things brings me comfort. And I know, like, yeah, don't worry about it. But I also think it doesn't just bring me comfort. I think it adds to the disorganized mind, right? There's so much stuff right now about people having ADHD or ADD or another kind of A. And, maybe I do have something like that. However, I think that if I put my mind to a task and see it to its completion before starting another task, that will help me. Although I never want to do that. I want to start like 25 different tasks. I need an assistant to help me finish my tasks. Yeah, I'm just a collecting fool. Yeah, I had this idea. Do you know I have Victrolas? In case you don't know what a Victrola is, it's an old wind-up record player. And in case you don't know what a record is, it's a disc that you put a needle on and it plays music. Crazy, right? So I have 2 Victrolas, and put a pin in the Victrola story. I will, and tell you about why I like Victrolas. And I have a bunch of records, and I was like thinking to myself, Cece, maybe you should open a... Did I tell you about this already? Maybe you should open like a pie and coffee shop, like an old 1920s pie and coffee shop where people could come and get a slice of, maybe just even 2 different kinds of pie. Wouldn't even be open, maybe just on the weekends. And a good cup of coffee. And there could be music from the Victrolas, and I could have some of my funky old things that I enjoy and love, and curate some fun furniture that is kind of timeless, but maybe a little bit beat up, so not super expensive, And what if I didn't have Wi-Fi? Right? What if it was a Wi-Fi-less space? That would be crazy. I mean, people could have their own Wi-Fi, but I don't think I would want people to be working on their laptops or anything. It wouldn't be that kind of a place. It would be more of a place to socialize and gather. Maybe there'd even be topics to talk about. Because I'm out of practice with talking to people since, I think that's part of why I worry about stopping my job, because I do tend to nest a lot. I do tend to spend a lot of time at home, playing with this or doing that, or lately it's a lot of unpacking. And I can, be in hibernation mode and I'll have a friend call or text me, and they'll be like, yeah, your phone's on Do Not Disturb for like a week. Are you okay? And, to me, time and space is not linear. It just seems to ebb and flow in a different way. So I can go into, hibernation mode without even knowing it. So yeah, I had that idea about doing like a fun, funky, like early 1900s place to have coffee and pie and listen to some old records, right? Pre-code music, or is that even a thing? Copyright is expired if there was one. But I'm still going to do my doula training. I'm still going to do that. And, since I've started this channel thing, I have found quite a number of people who are doing what I'm doing, who are just kind of looking where they're at 60 or around that age and saying, dang, I want to do this, 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 and this before I die, and I'm going to make it happen, Cap'n. That's an Office reference there. Anyway, I've been talking now for 11 and a half minutes. I think it's about time to wrap it up. Do you struggle with keeping too many things for no reason? Do you have organization issues? And if you did have these problems and don't anymore, how did you overcome them? Right? How did you end up getting rid of things? I don't know if I've sang this song for you, but I'm going to sing it. And it's a song that was sung to me when I was a little girl. And here it goes. I went to the animal fair. The birds and the bees were there. The big baboon, by the light of the moon, was combing his auburn hair. The monkey, he got drunk. He fell on the elephant's trunk. The elephant sneezed, ah, 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 choo, and fell to his knees. Ka, 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 boom! And look what became of the monkey, 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 monk. I feel like I sang that already because I remember the part. Maybe that's, you get that song twice if I did. Meanwhile, like and subscribe and share. Is it annoying? Tell me if it's annoying because I'll cut it out. I am grateful for you. I'm excited to get to know more of you. And please comment and let me know if you have a channel because I want to check it out. I gotta get my nails done soon too. And to the new lady whose channel I subscribed to today, I'll say this really quick, who's in her 60s and has long hair and has a nose ring and et cetera, et cetera. You're awesome. Awesome sauce if you're watching this. You're awesome. Awesome sauce. All right. That's it. Later, gators.